Why has nobody told me about these tacos? Like, I ain't never, ever. Why the hell did I have to find this out through a YouTube video?
That you had
The Birria taco, or it's called the wet taco. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly or not, but hey, it's also called the wet taco. If you've had the taco, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, sit back and enjoy. You're gonna have it today, and you can try this at home at your own kitchen. So, hey guys, if you liked the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Make sure you share the video. Let's get started with the Birria taco. This is the main supporting cast. Of course, with tacos, you're gonna have your cheese, you're gonna have a little pico de gallo, or whatever you're gonna put on top of the tacos. But for the most part, this is the actual ingredients. So I'm using chuck roast on this. This is a boneless chuck roast. It's easy to get. I got a whole onion here. I got 3 cups, or it's actually 2 cups of beef broth. I'm sorry, 2 cups of beef broth, corn tortillas, salt and pepper. I got chipotle peppers and adobo sauce, some ground cumin, some fresh coriander seeds, some leaf oregano. I wish I had the Mexican. I don't have it. So we got 2 peppers here that we're gonna rehydrate. We got the guajillo and the pasillas, and I got 4 guajillo and 2 pasillas there. We're gonna rehydrate those in some chicken broth. Sorry, in some beef broth. I don't know why I keep saying chicken broth. We're gonna rehydrate those, blend them up. That's gonna be sort of the sauce along with the chipotle pepper. But hey, let's get started with this. Sit back and enjoy. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do before anything is we're gonna get these peppers rehydrated. But first we're gonna take the seeds out of them. We want to get all the seeds out of them. It takes away some of the heat, and you don't want to have to strain it too much. Here, open them up. Just get the majority of seeds out. If you don't get them all, that's okay. Get those ribs out that you see in there. All right. Rip it in half. We're going to put it right there in the blender. We're going to do that to all of them. Now, in this same time that we're doing this, you should have your beef broth getting very hot on the stove. We want to bring it to a boil, and we're going to use that to help rehydrate the peppers. Getting hot. It's not going to be too hot. It's going to have a little heat to it, but it's not going to be too overwhelming. Now, I got these from a Mexican grocery store. You can pick these up. I mean, I've even seen them in the regular grocery store, so you should be able to get them in most places that you live. I'm in Indiana, so you should be able to get them wherever you live. And we're going to open up our chipotle peppers in adobo sauce. And I'm going to put 2 of these in here. There we go. Let's spice this up real quick. Of course, you know I gotta have my pink Himalayan sea salt. A little bit of salt. Fresh cracked black pepper. A little bit more than a teaspoon of cumin. And about a teaspoon of oregano. And we're going to do about a teaspoon of coriander. Alright, so that's really all the spices that we're going to put into it. One thing I did forget to tell you guys, we're also going to put in a can of diced tomatoes. Alright, so my beef broth has come to a boil here. And we're just going to pour this in here. There we go. Push all the peppers down in here. We're going to let that sit for about 15 minutes or so and let those peppers get rehydrated in all the spices. We're going to add our diced tomatoes. We're going to blend that up. In the meantime, we're going to get our beef together. Alright, so I got my beef washed off. So we're just going to take this beef and we're going to cut it down into some smaller pieces that we can work with a little bit better. And we can sear up quicker. Alright, so I got my meat here cut up in smaller cubes here. We're going to put a little bit of oil on it. Make sure it gets on all the pieces here. There we go. We're just going to use that oil as a binder for some of the seasonings I'm going to put on it. Alright, so the seasonings that we're going to put on this is very simple. Just going to do salt and pepper. But we're going to do this pretty liberally. Good bit of salt and pepper there. One thing I didn't tell you guys is I'm going to use a little bit of garlic powder on this as well. There we go. And you know what? I did forget a couple ingredients. I forgot. I'm going to use some fresh garlic once I get to the pressure cooker. And then I'm going to use some bay leaves. So I'll show you those as we're going along here. But salt and pepper on it all. We're going to mix this all up in here real good. There we go. So we're going to move over to the pressure cooker and we're going to sear this meat off. And that searing process is very, very, very important. Okay, so I got my pressure cooker on sear mode here. And we're going to sear these pieces of meat off. You hear that? There we go. We're going to put some color on them. I don't want to overcrowd the pressure cooker. Probably put like 4 pieces at a time. There we go. We're going to sear that on all sides. And then we'll set it aside and come back and do another batch. So there's that color that I was talking about. We just want to get that color on it. So we're not totally cooking them, we'll just put some color on them. Alright, so I got my second batch in here. Got some nice color on it. We're going to take these out. See all those little bits and crease things on the bottom? That's pure flavor, guys. Pure flavor. Turn off the pressure cooker for a second. I'm going to put in my onions. We're going to let these cook down just a little bit. And we're going to add some garlic to it, some minced garlic or fresh garlic, whatever you choose. So we're going to put in our garlic. Now if you're using fresh garlic, I would say about 6 cloves. I'm using minced garlic. So I'm putting in about a tablespoon and a half of minced garlic. Stir that up a little bit. Oh yeah, look at that. That looks good itself right there. Alright, so we're going to reintroduce our meat to it. And we're going to make sure the juice gets in there as well from the meat. That's flavor. Alright, so we're going to just move this around a little bit. Alright, so we're done with the meat in the pressure cooker, searing it off. We're going to leave that be and we're going to move over back to our sauce now. Alright, so we're back over here at the blender. Look at my peppers here. Yeah, they look like they're rehydrated quite a bit. So to this, we're going to add 2 cans of diced tomatoes. I use the Rotel diced tomatoes with green chilies in them. Put those in there. Alright, and we're going to put another little pinch of salt and pepper in here as well. you know what? I felt I didn't put enough coriander in there, so I'm going to put a tad bit more coriander in there. There we go. Well, let's go with a little bit more cumin as well, because I felt I didn't put enough cumin in there as well. It's going to be flavorful. There we go. Alright, so we're just going to put the lid on it. Make sure my blender's plugged in, that would be good. And we're just going to blend it. So we blended this up. As you can see, it's a nice reddish color, nice and smooth. So now I'm going to meet you over to the pressure cooker. We're going to put this meat on. Got my meat, my onions in there. We're going to add this sauce to it. Oh my God, this smells so good already. That sauce has amazing flavor in it. Amazing flavor. Alright, so we got all of our meat coated there in that sauce. We're going to put our lid on it. Oh, I forgot one thing. I apologize. Totally forgot one thing. We're going to put in a couple bay leaves. There's one. And that one's kind of small. We're going to put in 3. There we go. So 3 bay leaves because they're small. Gonna put our lid on it. We're gonna lock it down. Let me get you a shot of the front. Real simple in the pressure cooker. We're gonna use the soup stew button, increment it to high for 1 hour. I will probably check it about 35 to 45 minutes, see how long it needs to go. But it probably won't take longer than about 45 minutes. But soup stew has default settings of 0, 30 minutes, and an hour. So we're setting it for 1 hour. We're just gonna wait. In the meantime, I'm gonna go over here and do my little salsa and stuff, which you guys have already seen, and I'll tag you here in the video so you know where to go see that video of me making that. We'll just give it a little time. It's been an hour, so I let it stay on for an hour. This is what it looks like. And this is, oh, it's fall apart tender. So I'm gonna take this out, put it on my Still Made USA griddle. Give me a moment. Look at those juices, oh my gosh. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on the Still Made USA griddle. I'm gonna turn my heat down just a little bit. Don't need it that high, it's already cooked. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna mash this apart a little bit. I don't need a knife. It falls apart. I definitely don't need a knife. So as you can see, there's no knife required. This actually falls apart. And I'm using a spatula or some tongs. Look at that. Oh Lord. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is put some tortillas on the grill. I'm using all corn tortillas. I'm gonna dip them in the oil from the Birria. Just like that. I'm gonna move my meat over to the middle. Doesn't need to cook any longer, just needs to stay warm for me. Gonna get our shells nice and crispy. And we got some Monterey Jack here. We're gonna try to get that melted nicely. We're gonna put in our Birria meat, on there. We're gonna fold them over and get them nice and crunchy. And then we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of salsa. I made some avocado salsa on them. Nice. And I'll leave a link in there so you can get to that video for the avocado salsa. Alright, so we're gonna put a little meat on each one. Alright, now we're gonna try to fold it over here. Just like that. Ah, that looks good. And I'm gonna flip them over, get the other side nice. Ooh, look at those, look at those. Some birria tacos with a little dipping sauce, some homemade avocado pico de gallo on there. I can't wait to get into them, guys. I really can't. So give me a second. Let me get into that. I'm waiting for that bite. Birria tacos, beef. Ooh, I can't wait to get to these, man. Oh my gosh. Oh Lord. Absolutely amazing. Oh my God. Hey guys, I don't know what to say. This is perfection on the plate. You need to try this at home. If you want one of those Still Made USA griddles, all you gotta do is click on the link in my description, enter in Bigtone as a product code when you check out. You get 10% off. Hey guys, if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, make sure you share the video, and hey, this is Bigtone signing off. Peace.